Hello. My name is Sesha, but you can always call me Kantanayaki Sesha and Venkateswaran. I'm from India. Surprised? No, it shouldn't be. The definition of an Indian guy. If ever you think of an Indian, think of me. I don't just look like an Indian. I smell like one as well, they say. Vindaloo. I think it's more like Madras. I think scientists should come up with something like, how do Indians smell? Kind of that could be next PhD for someone. But just in case you've missed, I'm a brown fella. I've always been. Yeah, I mean, people do sometimes get confused. They keep asking me, are you from India? Or Pakistan? Or Bangladesh? Or Sri Lanka? Yeah, or Italy? Yeah, people do get confused sometimes. I was having this taxi ride on the other day from Waverley to the university, and I had this brilliant conversation with the taxi driver about weather. And he suddenly says to me, are you from India? But your name sounds really like Sri Lankan. Where are you from? Tell me. Tell me, no. Tell. And I was kind of quite perplexed actually, because I just told him that I'm a Tamil and I'm from India. But I was, I was not sure why I was talking with this weird accent. Because he was clearly a white guy. Yeah. I know some of you are thinking, a white taxi driver? Is it really possible? Yes, it did happen. Yeah. Stealing one of our brown jobs, I guess. But it never, ever happened in our motherland, Manchester. Yeah, well, I don't know why I'm saying all these things to say. It's a science-based comedy, and I've just come to do the catering. Yeah, I'm doing a PhD. University of Edinburgh, Chemistry, Bradley Research Group. Is brilliant, it's fantastic. But some of my friends and family, at least some of them, think that it's midlife crisis. But I say to them, no, don't worry. I think I've done the right choice. I'll have my takeaway place one day. There's also other questions actually, because it's a science-based comedy, so I'll ask you a question. How do Indians smell? The easy answer is, through our nose. Not through our ears. We don't go, oh, this biryani smells really nice. No, we don't. I work with polymers. Yeah. You can define polymers as things that eat monkeys, that eat apples, that taste like sugar. You can define polymers any way you want. This is a free country. If you believe polymers are anything else, don't worry. Coming from India, I used to believe in all sorts of weird things, like religion. I know all religions are weird, at least most of them are. But I was born a Hindu. 300 million gods, 900 million Hindus, one god every 3 persons. It's brilliant customer service. But it's one religion that even Scientologists would look and go, that is strange. We believe in a lot of weird things. Like, we think cows are sacred. I don't want to give away all the Indian secrets today, but I'll just give you one. If any foreign country were to invade India, the best way to win that war would be to send the soldiers on the back of cows. The Indian soldiers go, no, stop shooting. You end up killing some cows. I work with polymer microarrays. That was a bit of a digression, wasn't it? So you can believe whatever polymers are, no problem. It's up to you. But they're really plastics. I and my friend Karen here, we both work on polymers. Karen is the guy that came on stage before me. I mean, he didn't really come on stage, he just performed on stage. Just in case you start thinking, did I miss that bit? Yeah. Yeah, I work with polymer microarrays. Yeah, polymer microarrays are, you take these microscopic glass slides and print thousands and thousands of polymers on them. But I got a story to explain this principle to you. It's a really fantastic story, actually. I met an elderly lady on the other day on the streets of Edinburgh, and she said to me, "Young man, can you help me?" I said, "Yes. I have a bit of a problem. I need to name my cat. Could you give me some cat names?" I said, "Yeah, no problem." My friends know I always, try to play with people's minds. So I said, "What do you think of the name David Cameron?" She said, "No, I want to name my cat, so give me a cat's name, not a pussy's." And I said, "Well, what do you think of the name Mahmoud Ahmadinejad?" I said, "No, that would be inappropriate. My cat is Siamese, not Persian." Okay, well, it just went back and forth a few times. I gave a few names to her, and she didn't like it. And finally said, "Look, after 5 hours, I'll try." I said, "Okay, yeah, you have indeed, but here's my address. Take this with you, and then come back to me. Well, write to me if you find any good cat name." Then I said, "Okay, yeah." Then I went back home. Well, this was a really important issue with this lady, so I wanted to make sure that she was all right. So then I worked all night. I printed thousands and thousands of cat names on a single sheet of paper, and I sent it to her. I also sent her a microscope because the prints were so small. So then she did exactly that. She looked through the microscope, found the name that she wanted, and she was quite happy. It's a really happy ending to a really depressing and sad story, I guess. Yeah. But this is what microarrays for you. If you print thousands and thousands of cat names on a single sheet of paper, instead of those cat names, if you print thousands and thousands of polymers, they're polymer microarrays. Yeah. So what we do with these polymer microarrays is we interrogate these with living things like cells and bacteria and cells. One of the brilliant things is that these polymers, they influence the behavior of cells. So when we interrogate these polymers with these cells, we're looking for those polymers that have that influence the behavior of cells. So with this principle, we do a number of good things, actually, like making artificial heart valves and stuff like that. My friend Dan has shown me the red card there, so I'll have to finish it pretty soon. It's this festival time, and you know what the traffic is like, so I got to go. I've got to get my elephant out of the parking lot. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.